食えよピザ。ナイスフォーム&ハッピーバースデー。お前の人生は今始まったぜ。
Top 10 Kemono Jihen Moments. What's up, guys? Welcome to your regular dose of all things anime. We'll be talking about the top 10 Kemono Jihen moments, especially looking forward to the top 4 moments. They are insane! Now, guys, make sure you push that like and subscribe button. Well then, shall we begin? The first one on our list is... Yui forms an ice castle, episode 10. Akira and his twin brother finally reunite. The situation is awkward, but as they are taking a stroll, Yui asks Akira about what kind of a place he would want to live in. Akira thinks about it for a second and then he tells him about the nice ice castle he saw in a movie. He also wonders if the two of them can build one if there is enough water, but of course, that is a lot harder than it sounds. But then instantly, Yui lets out his powers and forms a prestigious, high-tier ice castle right on the spot without breaking a sweat.
兄さん、僕あと天蓋付きのベッドと猫足のバスタブと超可愛いシャンデリアが欲しいの。お願い。
いいだろう。
やった。
よし、開けるぞ。
Number 9. Kabane's first mission, episode 2. This was their first mission together. Inugami is concerned that he may not be able to save the lives of the mother and son who are trapped in that overabundance of all those vicious insects. Shiki tries to use his webs, but they prove to be too weak, so instead of just waiting, Kabane offers to go instead. He enters the room, but despite the fact that an overwhelming number of insects start consuming his body, he did not feel any pain. That's right. Kibane is an immortal demon. He picks up the cause of this incident, takes it out, and in turn makes the insects disappear. Kabane saves the day.
家族。
Number 8. Kibane regenerates, episode 3. When Kibane visits Inari, she uses Kon to cut Kibane's head, while she herself claims Kibane's life stone for herself. His body is disposed and his head is put in a briefcase. But later on, when Kon is engaging in combat with Shiki and Akira, Shiki manages to get hold of the briefcase. He opens it briefly only to see Kibane's severed head. This obviously came across as more than just a surprise. Kon snaps. Kibane tells Shiki to throw his head at her. He bites Kon and renders her unconscious, and then he takes his time regenerating his entire body from head to toe.
アキラ、無駄なことをするな。俺は強い。お前は弱い。痛いのも怖いのも全部強いやつに任せておけ。
Number 7. Akira turns everything into ice. Episode 4. As both Akira and Kibane are inspecting a tunnel, Inugumi sends them a raccoon with mission details. Their job is to get rid of all the funny-looking frogs as they are responsible for many unfortunate accidents. So Kibane fights, and the raccoon fights too. But this sort of battle was way too creepy for Akira, and yet he couldn't help the urge to be of help. So he lets out a shriek out of the sheer desperation and ultimately turns all the frogs as well as Kibane into ice. In just an instant, Akira took care of the entire situation. Number 6. Kabane goes Kemono mode. After getting jealous of his cousin, Yotaro ends up going too far. Not only did he tell Kabane that he should know his place considering he was abandoned by his parents, he would also snatch Kibane's life stone and attempt to throw it away, which in turn became the trigger for Kibane to snap. He instantly punches Yotaro and his Kemono trait becomes visible. In that moment, what Yotaro saw wasn't his loser cousin, it was a monster. That's right, Kabana's natural instincts came out and he lost his human appearance. This scared the living daylights out of his cousin, who ran off, while Kibane proceeds to touch his life stone, which turns him back to normal. Number 5. Shiki overcomes his fear, Episode 6. After taking temporary control of Inagumi's detective agency, Mihai sent all 3 boys on a mission. Shiki wanted to test out his new skill, so he successfully infiltrated the enemy hideout, but when he came into contact with one of the Kemono, he lost his rational composure and became afraid. Mihai saves him by sending an electrical shock through the remote-controlled car beside him. But that wasn't enough. Shiki knew he had to get himself together. He isn't going to let Kabane outdo him, is he? And so he gets back his will to fight, comes up with a plan, and then stomps the mosquito girl in the eye elegantly. Alright, we're at the top 4 picks. Let's see what we've got.
こいつを倒したい。
そう
シキもアキラも失いたくない。
そうだそれが本の心だ
Number 4. Kabane becomes aware of his instincts. Episode 6. Things get crazy when the boss mosquito girl goes through an unexpected power-up after absorbing both of her sisters. Suddenly, Kabane and the others start getting overwhelmed. Kabane lets out a shriek as he tries to pull through, all the while breaking his body. But this is exactly what Mihai comes in with a suggestion. He tells Kabane that the reason he is losing is because he isn't using his kimono strength. And so Kabane lets his natural kimono instincts flow. He follows his instincts. He follows his heart. He regenerates and becomes more than strong enough to take out the mosquito girl in an instant. And then, Nobimaru shows up at the scene and uses his flames to erase her from existence.
氷が溶ける。お前、俺の氷に抗うために燃やしたというのか、己の体を。
Number 3. Kabane vs. Yui, Episode 12. Kabane gets enwrapped in flames. Yui may be Akira's brother, but he was acting irrational, and it was kind of difficult to go up against him because of the insane power boost he kept getting from the Nullstone. Fortunately, both Nobimaru and Kabane come up with a ridiculously insane plan to counter Yui. Nobimaru burns Kabane's entire body, and so with his entire body in flames, Kabane takes on Yui. However, this wasn't enough to overpower him, and so he asked Nobimaru to increase the flames, even though that would make Kabane's body fall apart. Be that as it may, Kabane still told him to do it, even if it's just for an instant, and then Kabane uses that instant to deliver the finishing blows.
火力マックス。足が。冷血的よ。我が同国に答えよ。
Number 2. Yui's memories and the emergence of both the Life Stone and the Nullstone. When Akira grabs Yui's Nullstone, he instantly comes in contact with all of Yui's memories. How he felt after he was deceived by the woman, how he felt when he rejected his village. Akira goes through all of those memories, and he experiences his brother's emotions as he witnesses the moment Yui becomes the embodiment of his village's downfall, the moment Yui claims the Nullstone for himself. Suddenly, Kabane regenerates and spits out his Life Stone. Both the stones come together and merge into one. It was a very surreal and very climactic moment.
手伝う。
At number 1, Shiki is devastated. Kabane comes in for the rescue. Episode 8. After realizing the truth of everything that has happened to his mother and how the unusual kimonos in the forest are his brothers and sisters, Shiki felt utterly devastated. The reality of the situation greatly overshadowed his latent feelings of anger. But then Kabane enters the chat. He has been genuinely angered. He asks Shiki if he can help, to which Shiki lets out tears as he tells Kabane to smash everything that his uncle did.
ぶち壊してくれあいつがしたこと全部
Just like that, Kabane and Nobimaru destroys all of these kimonos one by one until there is none left, and gradually Shiki also regains his composure. So there you go guys, these were the top 10 Kemono Jihen moments. Press the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe and leave a comment saying I subscribed, and I'll personally reply to your comment. And if there is an important Kemono Jihen moment that I missed, you can tell me about it in the comment sections down below. Also, if you're interested in more Kemono Jihen related content, you can check out my Kemono Jihen analysis video, where the link will be in the description box down below. Well then, I'll see you guys on my next video.